Hey lovelies, it's Imogen and welcome to my video. Where has January gone? In this video I'm going to be doing my February monthly setup and I will be mostly stamping. If these are the kind of videos that you like, then don't forget to hit the subscribe and the bell to get notifications of my future uploads. As always, this planner is by Kirsty, who's Simply Gothic and Simply Spooky, and her information will be in the description below. And I'd like to inform you that she's actually putting out a non-dated version of this goth planner. So if you missed it the first time, don't forget to check out her website and follow her so you don't miss out on her launch. If you saw my January monthly plan with me, then you would have seen that I used my Tim Holtz stamp press, and today I'm going to be using it again, and I'm going to be showing you how you can use two different inks with the same one stamp to create a multicolored image. So first of all, I'm simply laying down the Recollections stamp, and I will put information as to what stamp set this is below. I simply use my Black Cherry Stazon ink, which will stain my stamps, but I have some Stazon cleaners, so we'll clean my stamps after. So my first little stamping hack is that you can use two ink pads to ink up the same stamp. If you use a baby wipe to remove the ink from the areas of which you don't want, then you can stamp two colours with the same one stamp, and using a stamp press definitely helps getting this realigned perfectly every time. So here we go, February. So as you can see, I've actually gone ahead and I've put a few things in, and I've also marked them with a few small stickers. The stickers that I used are from Etsy shops, the little pill and the little planner from Small Things Creations, which is closed down, a little pin from Strawberry Place, and the little paw print is from AliExpress. While going through my Puppers and Floofs stickers last week, I actually spotted this little dash hound and a little yellow raincoat, which is absolutely ideal because we have just adopted my friend's puppy because she is in a position where she has to move house and she can't take him with her. So we now have him, and he is an absolute legend. And we got him a little yellow raincoat, and it just looks so much like him. He is a dash hound Jack Russell cross, which is a Jackshund or a Jack Weenie, something like that, and he's just absolutely brilliant. He's about 5 to 6 months old. And if you want to see more pictures of Ozzy, I will link my personal Instagram below where you can see him on my highlights and in my future posts. This little dash houndy sticker is absolutely ideal for this, and I also created some stickers of my two cats, so I definitely will be creating some Ozzy stickers as well and trying to sort out getting my silhouette to cut these so I don't have to keep hand cutting them out. So I'm using a couple of different stamp sets, mostly from AliExpress, and this one is one of the Halloween ones. It's possibly my only one of two little vampire guys that I have, and February's theme is fangs, so I wanted to do a mixture of vampire and love potion and potion vampire sort of romance nostalgia. So I simply decided to use the little guy, and from the same stamp set they have have a fantastic day, so I thought I would use that as this month's goals quote. I have another stamp set here, and I decided to use the little bat vampire out of this. There's actually two sizes, and I didn't realize that until afterwards, and I kind of wish that I'd used the smaller one, but I am very happy with how this turned out. The word stamps were all not cut separately, so I just cut the one that says bite me off and stamped that, and then here's another stamp set where I'm just using some of the bats and again to just decorate with vampire bats. I didn't want to go too crazy with bats because there is a month where it is bats. So the black ink that I'm using here is Versa Fine Black Onyx ink. And here's another Recollection stamp set, and I wanted to give you another little hack. So with your stamps, if you ink it up, stamp it separately, and then stamp it again, it's called second generation stamping, and this will make your stamps a lighter tone than before. So this is another way in which you can get a lighter shade with your ink pads, as opposed to multiple stamping of the same image to get a darker shade with your ink pads. So it just gives you a little bit of versatility, so you don't have to own multiple ink pads. If you want to just buy a black, you could use this and stamp it off maybe once, twice to get a grey. I did forget to mention that I stamped this on Avery sticker paper, so I was able to just peel the back and stick. And I decided to colour in some of those potion bottles with my Prismacolors in Verde Pesto and Aquamarina. I then took my month stamp set and I grabbed the February, stamped that down, and I know I've already got the word Fang-tastic, but I had an idea that I would do Fang-tastic February. So I'm just using one of my Papermate Inkjoy pens in red just to handwrite that Fang-tastic, and then I stamped some more bats just to fill in the space. Here I'm using some of my Tombos just to ink in the vampire, give him a little bit of colour. Although this little vampire guy doesn't have any fangs, but I did add some in towards the end. So in a second you'll see a photo, and that's me adding in his fangs with a white gel pen and then just going outlining it with a Faber-Castell. So I took yet another stamp set that I've got from AliExpress because I liked this coffin and I just wanted to include it, but I couldn't decide which way round I wanted to put it, but I decided it definitely looks better this way round. And then from that original first Recollection stamp set, I grabbed one of the quotes from that. And I'm showing you here that you can also use your pens so you can ink your stamps. So if you don't have an ink or you want things to match, you can absolutely use your markers. And here I literally just wanted to make it so the background was the red and then it had a black overlay with the text, but unfortunately my camera died, so it did miss me stamping that black. And February, of course, has Valentine's Day, so I just decided to highlight that with my red Tombow. So here's a quick look of how it's looking so far, and I am really liking it. I don't know what I have yet going on in February, so I left myself plenty of white space to be able to write to-dos and be able to plan and anything else and write down any events or anything. And then I have my little space for anything to do with my pets. And of course our Fang-tastic February, and I'm quite happy with this little sort of vampire-y, potion-y theme. I did just grab a glazed jelly roll pen and go over the February so it stands out a little bit, but you can't tell too much on camera, but in person it actually looks really good. And so that's more or less it. I did realise that I didn't colour in the little vampire bat, so I just quickly grabbed a grey and filled him in. And then I used my white Signo gel pen to give them some fangs, and then my Faber-Castell extra small pen just to outline the fangs on both the little vampire guy and also on that little vampire bat. So here we go. Now is my February monthly layout, and I'm pretty happy with it and how it turned out. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, then subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications of my future videos. And I would absolutely love to hear from you. So feel free to comment below and let me know what theme you've decided to do for February. As always, I will include my social media in the description below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And until next time, be mindful of others and take care of yourself. Bye!